All right, all right. Welcome to the Truth is Real podcast. This is your host, Vedo, and I have the lovely co-host,
Angel Body Face.
my man.
Shit, just John, man.
Just John. I got the lovely
Miss Bella.
Miss Bella. And we have we have one new person on here, and we have one person who blessed us on our own format, old show from last year, who's been out of the loop for a little bit. We'll get into that later another time, but on this up and close and personal session that we're going to do for you. Not on this episode, though, okay? So let's not get too deep into that right now. I just want to let you know. All right, just want to make sure. All right, but we got, what's your name? Noah? Miss Noah? No.
It's North.
Okay, I'm sorry. See, I know a Noah and a North, so we apologize. We're going to bring it back. Miss North, all right? Miss North, okay. We're not going to go too deep into you right now. We're not going to mess with you. And then we have my man Louis, right? Louis V? Louis V. Okay. Oh, you have a
Louis
microphone.
V.
My bad.
Yeah, it's Louis V.
He have a microphone. He was looking at me crazy. We appreciate everybody for coming through on this Sunday to show some love to the Truth is Real podcast. And before we get started, we're going to let the two newbies do a quick introduction. I'm going to give you 60 seconds to kind of give us a rundown, show you, let us know your Instagram, let us know who you are. Just 60 seconds before we get into the real part of the show. So, North, how are you? Tell us, who are you, North?
So my name is North. My Instagram is North_Eastern. This is my first time on the podcast, so thank you guys for having me.
Okay.
I'm a little shy, but I'm local. I'm in the DMV, and that's really it.
All right. Well, we appreciate you for coming on. Let's give her a hand clap for that. Thank you. Northeast, you know what that means? You from DC? She said Northeast. Okay, I like that. Northeast in the house then. All right, okay. Louis, 60 seconds. We're stopping you at 60 seconds. So if you go over 60,
cut it out.
I'm cutting
Louis
you off.
V, you already know. The real Louis_V Instagram, TikTok Louis V5, YouTube Louis V. If you don't know, go check it out.
All right, let's go ahead and give Louis V a hand clap for making it out, because it ain't easy, man, no more. It ain't easy, but he made it out. He made it out. And, he supports us, so I always got to give a person a hand clap that supports. And that's what it's about. But we're going to get this moving now. Everybody knows about the podcast other than Northeast. She probably not know too much about it, but we're going to give you a quick rundown of what it's all about. And it's about being real, North. Being real, And we like to be real on this show. Even though some people think we're not always real, we do try to be real as much as we can possible, So basically the show comes from just, things that we hear and see all through like social media. Not just through social media, life, you know what I'm saying? That we feel like it's not always true, not always real. Sometimes it's just for like entertainment, or people want to make it seem like their lives are so much better than everybody else's life, you know what I mean? And sometimes, you sit back, you be like, that ain't really real, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, especially when you know the people. You like, hold on, man, come on, man, your life ain't that easy, okay? So we just want to talk about that, because I think a lot of people don't see that, and they just kind of see what they see on Instagram and kind of go off of it. Yeah, we got a lot of little things going on in the background. Right. I don't know what they doing, but can you get your kids, please? Okay. I mean, this is not Chuck E. Cheese, whatever we call it, but they went out of business, didn't they? You know what I'm saying? Give them a Nintendo. Give him a Game Boy. Show my age on that, but that's what the show's about, Noah. You know what I mean? It's being real. So we respect everybody's opinion, right? Everybody's belief. We don't care. It's not about what he feels, I feel, she feels, about what you feel. You know what I mean? And as long as you stand by it, it's really no issue. You know what I mean? So it's not an argument on this show. It's not about who's right or wrong. It's just about an open conversation so people can get a feel for what they want to believe, you know what I mean? So that's really what it's all about, you know what I mean? So enjoy it. It's no pressure. And you say what you want to say. We're not forcing you to say nothing. Right. So the truth is real. I love it. All right, so we're going to get it started. What we usually do to get it moving, we do like a little short response. Just to kind of do an icebreaker to warm everybody up before we kind of dig into it. Because I know it's Sunday. Everybody had a great weekend, and You know, people just had some good food. So I know everybody's kind of sluggish. You know what I mean? So this is
To the red wine.
he stuck to the red wine, huh? He's fasting to 11. I'm full as I don't know what, and I'm just trying to make it through.
You know what's one thing he talked about after he ate? He said, I'm ready to go take a nap.
I could definitely took a 2-hour rest before this started, though.
Nap.
Yeah. He said, at a certain age, you gotta take a nap.
Yeah, at a certain age, after you eat, you definitely want to nap.
He said, we're like animals over here. Like a dog. Animals eat and sleep, we can eat and sleep. Shit. What is Yeah, man, but we're gonna get it moving. I know people got things to do and everything, but everybody ready to go to sleep. That's sad, man. That's sad. We're going to get some younger people on the show. We talking about napping.
No.
You know, dude, he lying like he do a lot of naps.
Easy naps.
Look at John. John wish I could go to sleep.
I'm trying to take advantage of every hour in the day, as many hours as I can.
Oh, this man want to text me all the time. All right, we're going to get this going. So I'm just trying to find something good for you, because you're going to start first. All right, this is what, you ready?
I can't start first.
No, you got to start first. This is the icebreaker. Icebreaker doesn't work if it's not for someone that's new, okay? So, all right, this is just a short response. I'm going to ask you a quick question. You just tell me what you think, right? Okay. What's worse, a liar or a thief?
A thief. I think that's the worst.
Okay, come on, break it down.
I can't forgive a thief. I could deal with a liar. You can keep your distance. But when I know that you're stealing from me or stealing from anybody, how I know you're not going to do that to nobody else. So I'm not rocking with a thief. Can't do it.
Okay, all right.
I don't even let them in my circle.
All right, nah, I feel that one. Louis, come on, man. Which liar or thief? Which one's worse, man?
A thief.
Thief.
You ain't no coming. Once you know what I mean? It's different rules for a thief.
Right.
In my world, that's a problem. Get dealt with. A liar, you lie to people you love to protect their feelings. Like a lying, it's gonna affect you like someone who steals from you.
Right.
So a thief, definitely.
Okay.
That's against the code.
Against the code?
Yeah.
All right. What you think, Angel? Liar or thief?
Definitely a thief. They're definitely right, both parties. It's hard for somebody to trust you even if you're lying. You know what I'm saying? So, thief is just terrible. If you're a thief, you'll kill, steal, whatever. You're doing a lot of shit.
Right.
Can't really be around you. Yeah.
Bella. Liar or thief?
Backing up to what they're saying, yeah, definitely a thief. If you're a thief, you're just going to do whatever extent to get to what you want.
Right.
A liar, we've all been around a liar and just kind of, we got some growing up to do, but I can't rock with a thief.
No thief. John, liar or thief?
Yeah, I agree with everybody. So a thief is worse. Everybody lie.
Chop your hands off, huh? Chop your hands off, huh? They say in the Bible, you steal, you lose a hand, huh? But let me ask everybody a question. Is there any particular lie that could outweigh a thief?
It depends on if you're emotionally invested in that lie. That's the only thing that's going to bother you about a lie. If you have emotions invested in that lie.
So what happened if it was a lie that could have saved someone's life or not saved someone's life? Just in general, let's say whatever this lie was, if they didn't lie, someone would have lived.
I mean, that's done.
Would that be worse than a thief?
You don't know why. I mean, they have a reason why they did that.
No, I'm just asking you, could that lie then be worse than a thief?
A thief is a thief.
So no matter, so you're saying that
to steal is an action.
So
lie is not.
So my whole thing about it, so if that particular situation, it was between
someone that will pick up your thing.
So say someone stole some money from you, right? And this person lied that caused a family member to die in your life. Would that lie be worse than that thief?
But
I'm just asking, not but I'm asking you that direct question. I'm just asking you a direct question before you go to but.
Yeah. No, I mean, the thief is worse. You talking about?
I asked you direct. No, you keep on changing. You keep on. You keep. I'm personalizing it. That's the whole object. That's the whole goal.
Would know the outcome.
No, I'm telling you the outcome. I'm saying if you find out that lie could have saved your life. And what do you mean? What do you mean? If you found out that lie, maybe if that person did not lie, could have saved your life.
To the rules.
You know what I'm saying? What happened if someone said, "I want to know if you robbed this person," right? No. Listen to me. You keep, and by me lying and say you did it, that person killed you.
Yeah, that's a different lie.
My question then is, are all lies valued the same as a thief?
No.
So my whole thing is, can we really say a lie is worse than a thief? It doesn't depend on what the lie is about and what the theft is about. And in the day around it's hard to say which one is worse because both things could lead to the same situation.
You know what?
And actually stealing money might not mean as much to you as that lie meant.
Right.
That lie can cost your life. That lie can put you in prison. That lie can take you down. That lie can lose your job. That lie can lose your career, can lose your kids, can lose your family.
I know about that.
Or you could lose $1,000 from that thief right there.
Depends on what they steal.
But
that's what I'm trying to say.
A thief will kill you. A thief will,
a liar could kill you. We just said it. A liar could kill you.
Right.
So my question is, does it change the? To ask you a question, then is it easy to then say a lie is worse than a thief? Is that easy to say that?
If you remember what I said, it depends on if you emotionally invested in that lie. Now that's the difference.
I was just saying generic. A lie. I just said generically.
No, a lie is
generally.
like somebody send you to jail or get your people's killed. You emotionally invested in that lie.
So then it does. It does matter then, right? It's not an easy thief.
No,
it's bad. Liar.
I feel like
if
you put it in the way you put it, it does matter. If a lie kills somebody,
then
it's something that big, it does. But if you just think about it off top, you don't think about it.
Right, and that's the whole goal.
He's definitely right though.
There's so many.
And that's sometimes we don't think that deep into it. You know what I mean? And there's so many depths of theft, right? A thief could be a little thief, could be a big thief. You know what I'm saying? It's all different, right? And if you verse it, it depends on that one situation, right? Because it depends on.
But if go ahead. Hold on. Treat it the same.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say,
Go ahead.
Since you said that, I'm gonna say both because.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's all I was saying.
Now that he said
that's what I'm saying.
If they don't change from lying, then you can never really trust them.
Can you? Because a liar is gonna become a thief anyway eventually. I mean, the person who lies, he's gonna lie about everything. You know. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They all kind of go hand for hand.
And most of the time they both.
Yeah.
But you know what?
They both two people you don't really want to be around.
Yeah, at all.
The truth is real, right?
Right. Go ahead.
This is what I do. If I feel like I gotta lie, I'm gonna put something that already happened in the past, like some petty, like my job. Oh, I had an affair. My grandmother passed away. She been passed away about. They don't know.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Right. But it's just getting yourself out of a situation. But for real, it's just no pointless just to lie.
Yeah, because it's just. At the end of the day, you can't be trusted.
Yeah. It's levels of lying. It's definitely levels of lying.
You don't want to end up getting more
lying. You can't trust either one. So
like a bad, you just keep lying.
Right.
And it's just dumb.
I just feel like.
Go ahead.
I just feel like the way you put it.
Right.
Nothing in this world hold any value.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if you're a liar, you're a thief. Everybody gotta die.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what gets stolen. Your car can get stolen. Your jewelry can get stolen. Mm-hmm. You lie, it can cost somebody's life. Everybody gotta go. You can't take material things with you. Mm-hmm. So nothing holds value. Like that's how I look at it. So I'm gonna say both. I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna say both. I'm gonna say both.
I gravitated to both after that.
He made at first it was just a wide ground.
Right.
It could be any lie, but that specific lie.
Right. It just makes you think that like I said, certain lies can cost you a lot.
Too, though. But that's my thing. Like I'll know somebody. Oh, she's such and such person just be lying.
Right.
So I can get over that. But now it's like I just don't need to be around it.
Right.
I don't need to be around it.
If something like that now is different. Someone I don't care that's what
Right. Give him the mic. I'm sorry. Talk. Make sure when you talk, you got the mic though.
Yeah, like anybody random, I don't care. But like if it's involving my blood, my family, my loved ones, and it's something serious like that, that's more than a lie.
Right.
To me, a lie is a little white lie. Oh, because like
prime example,
if I had a woman,
right,
and I'm doing out knowing I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm a lie to her because I love her, and that's like a lie, but I'm not like. That's a different kind of lie.
Right.
Or you may just say some nonsense because whatever. But when it lies to pertaining to deaths and family members, that's a different thing.
You can. I was gonna say you can always confront a liar, but a thief is like sneaky and they do that shit behind your back.
You're never gonna know what.
Yeah, you can be like anybody in your family. You be like your cousin, man. You just a lying ass.
A thief will line you up.
So let me ask you guys a question. Like the Nipsey Hussle situation. He called the dude a snitch, right? The dude said that it was a lie, right? Now, I'm just saying that's what we don't know the whole. We don't know the whole details, but hypothetically, that's kind of what it would happen. And then he supposedly killed him because he on the streets he called him a snitch. What I'm just saying, if that was a lie, we don't know. I don't know. I don't really want to dig into that. But what I'm trying to say, how a lie could cause something. I don't want to get in that situation. I'm just saying a blanket statement that if that did happen and Nipsey called him a lie, but it wasn't true, and then all of a sudden Nipsey gets killed off of that lie. You know what I'm saying? That would be a bad situation.
That wasn't a lie that got Nipsey killed. That was.
I'm just giving an example. I don't want to talk. Yeah, I'm just giving an example that does happen on the streets though. People are called snitches all day. Just like T.I. is going back and forth right now about paperwork and all that. And all.
I was locked up, and I know you working for it. I was in prison, in the feds with you. It was big on the town. You went to court. You didn't have to tell because the dude brother told you.
But I understand.
But T.I. took his little bus. When you leave a prison,
you got paperwork. So.
No, once you leave, we already know. You don't leave.
Yeah.
So we all knew.
Too fast.
But he didn't have to. The thing is, he didn't have to say nothing because the brother already told first, so he didn't have to take the stand. Oh, but he went.
I know he did.
I mean, he got out early, so he did something. He didn't sit there and say, "I'm not saying nothing."
Anytime to get out early.
Anytime to get out early, they didn't keep the mouth shut. They said something to help him out.
They're gonna make you go. They're gonna make you go.
Well, I guess paperwork is paperwork now.
But that's a different story.
But like Vedo was saying, like people could just lie and it shit could add up to something.
Yeah, but it's
more.
Like women lie all day on men and men die.
That's just like
and men die of lies, dog. I'm just keeping it real, okay? Let's be real. Women lie on men all day long and niggas got killed.
Yeah.
Apologize. Men got killed.
I've had somebody literally in my shit talking about, yeah, you're a snitch.
See what I'm saying?
What the fuck is you talking about?
That's what I'm talking about. See?
No damn
That's what I'm saying.
paperwork.
That's what I'm saying.
Then you can't, nigga. I actually been in jail. Like,
that's what I'm trying to say. It gets a little rough.
Talk about anybody being in jail.
That you so to yourself. And
right.
You do. They had this. That's a lie. People lying on your name.
People lying on your name, man. That's bad. Lying on your name. But we're gonna move on.
I wish you would.
Right.
I wish you would.
Even if you a secret agent, and you hiding. You on paperwork, baby. You can see all that.
Right.
That did it.
If I speak on some people, everybody knows.
That's what I'm saying.
They know I know. You know I know.
Exactly.
So I don't say nothing.
But that's why I wouldn't hang with
I do.
I wouldn't hang with a snitch.
I wouldn't even
hang with a snitch. You'll be involved and all that.
Right.
Yeah, I do. Somebody told me personally. I'm
not gonna hang with them, but it's certain people that are prominent people in this city.
I mean, that's
that are snitches, and I know for a fact.
That's good, but I don't even want to get into that. I don't want to talk about that. That's a whole some different subject. Let's go to another topic. That was short response. Come on, see, warmed you up. That warmed everybody up, as you see. You see how I'm saying? Warmed everybody up. All right, I got another. We'll get the paperwork together. Another episode.
I don't know nothing about no paperwork.
Right. But
I'm clean as a whistle over here. I don't know nothing.
Hey, let's give a hand clap for that. Because I'm clean as a whistle too. All right. Let's go. We're gonna end the paperwork. I don't want to talk about the old show about paperwork and stuff. But I got a quick question, John. This is for John right here. I'm gonna start with John. I'm gonna stop picking on you. So, John, question: you meet a female. What would you say is too many sexual partners before you think about even dating that woman, or before you think about really getting serious with that woman? Is there a certain number you like, man, I ain't doing it? Or you just like, look, if I like her, I don't really care. Whatever happens, happens. You're not really thinking about that. Or does it even matter to you? Does it even bother you if she told you a number?
Shit, honestly, I don't know. I feel like subconsciously it would matter. But I'm not the type to really like ask or try to figure out. So like, unless I.
She was like, man, I slept with 30 men in my life. Would you be like?
If she just tell me?
Yeah, she just like she's like, I want to be open with you. You know?
That's kind of crazy.
I'm just saying, because you probably hit way more than 30 in your life. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, so I'm not.
So how do you feel about that? You know what I mean?
It's like I feel like
she can't match you. She can't go toe for toe.
Nah, I feel like I can't be. I can't judge, like you said. I can't be one to judge. So I'm not the type to go dig in and trying to see, because I wouldn't want her to do that to me. But
if she told you,
if she told me, like if I had to put a number on it, I don't know, man.
I mean, does 30 bother you?
30. What? And I'm 30. That's kind of crazy.
That's a lucky number. Play the lottery, man. I'm just saying. She told you already been dating. Y'all getting real serious, and she like, look, you know, I want to be open with you. You know, let's have this conversation. She want to know. She want to know how many girls you been with.
Eventually,
and she's like, I'm gonna tell you how many.
It
usually does somewhere down the line. You be like, yo, how many? Come on, let me know something. You know what I mean?
feel like if it come up. I feel like if it come up, it do matter, but I don't go looking, so I don't really know the answer to it. I don't really have a set number, like, 50 bodies, that's too much. I don't really know, honestly. I don't have an answer.
All right, so you like, it all depends on the situation, how you
it's
feel.
It's like if I know she's a thigh, if you know she get around and shit like that.
Then you already know 30. You like, I already know 30's a number up there.
Yeah.
I already knew your number was high, baby.
But if you don't really know, if you feel like, okay, she might be.
I thought she was innocent.
Yeah, it's like she might be there. Like, you don't really kind of dig, you know?
And she like, well, I will let you know.
But if she just tell you, like, look, I got 100 bodies, that's like, ooh, that's kind of crazy.
What kind of bodies we talking about?
That's kind of crazy.
Is it all men? Is it women? Is it half and half? Oh no! What? Go ahead. You want to say something?
We gotta go get checked out.
I gotta check your insurance card.
We gotta check. You better check your paperwork.
There's a certain number that's.
So be honest, but for the men, before I get to the women, honestly though, because most men hit more than 30 women if you're 30, right? Mm-hmm. If you're 30 years old, you probably hit more than 30 women in your life. Right?
You asking me?
I'm asking both of y'all, right?
Most likely.
Most likely. I mean, you. If you're 30 years old, you probably hit more than 30 women in your life. Most men.
Maybe not 30 women. I don't know. Maybe.
Are y'all really saying to me?
Yeah.
Are y'all really saying to me? Y'all numbers are 10 and under right now, in your whole life.
I wouldn't say 10 and under.
Well, if it's not 10, is that 15 and under? Is it 20 and under? At least 30.
I'm not finna announce one. I don't know.
I would never be able to remember.
Okay, but you know what number is over. I didn't say what your exact number
But
is.
that's a body a year. That's a new body a year.
First of all, it's not about a year because you didn't start. You started at 1 year old.
Oh shit! So that's even worse.
You didn't start at 1 year old. You didn't start at 1 year old begging them out. If you started at 13, at least.
If you start at 15, that's half. That's
not that many. That's 2 a year.
It's horrible.
So that's what I'm trying to say. You trying to say y'all didn't hit more than 30 since you're 30 years old or over?
Of course.
Right. That's all I'm saying. So my whole thing about it, if a woman that was about the same age had about 30, would you really think that was a bad situation when you know you probably hit 50 or 60?
The woman and me and how we connect and vibe. Whatever you tell me, whatever you got, I believe in what I believe. I don't care. I know you ain't gonna tell me the truth. I don't care. It's about.
So the numbers are always double. So if they tell you 30 or 60.
If it was about my numbers, I'm never gonna have nobody. So I don't care.
I think most women probably expect a man's number to be high.
Your numbers could be high. You might like to have sex, but you never found your person.
Now we talking about 30 people, not 30 times.
I'm not whatever. I'm not.
So having sex doesn't mean to have sex with different people, though.
I feel like subconsciously that shit matter. I just don't go looking for it.
Most men don't want to know the answer of that because a woman tell you it was 60, 80. Like I had a girl tell me, not a girl that I was messing with. I had a girl told me 100 people one time, and I ain't gonna lie, I was like, damn.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, damn. She said 100. I was just like,
but if you already built like a bond or something, like I don't know. It's kind of dependent.
One at a time. Go ahead. What you saying?
I was saying like, yeah, if she say like, oh, I had 100 body, like that's kind of the number sound crazy, but if you already built some type of relationship, like it all depends. It's all like circumstantial.
I mean, I think if she was a thought, you're gonna know she a thought no matter what.
Right.
Even she tell you 100 bodies, even she was a thought and she got out that phase and she's all right by the time you met her, and who cares at that point? As long as it wasn't everybody I know, it wasn't. As long as I ain't got to take you everywhere, and everybody looking at me like they hit that jump. You know what I'm saying?
Some men will come into it and be like, you know what, your past
Fuck
is your
it.
past. I'm just worried about what you do from here.
Definitely worried about what you do.
I don't really know how to
But it
do
is
that.
certain things I do want to know about the past. You know, certain things I need to know if it's gonna be a major embarrassment down the line.
Over with.
Yeah,
Everybody go through it. I'd rather someone go through it.
it's hard, man. If
Then
it's
I go there, or
if it's in a local area,
If you're in a
man.
relationship with someone,
It's hard in this local area, though.
Curious to know.
I mean, I do want to know. I do want to make sure you ain't smash off somebody I'm cool with, though. That job like messing me up. I find out you hit somebody that I'm cool with, but it's a small area. It's not that far fetched, though. It's not far fetched. I'm telling you, it's not far fetched, huh?
that depends on what pond you for sure.
It's a small. If you in the world that we are all in right now, is we all know a lot of the same
Somebody.
people,
And there are
man.
single people who don't care, who just, want to be fucking around. Your next relationship is not gonna.
They just having fun.
Right. That's what they call
They're
it.
just having
That's
fun.
what they call it.
I just want to make sure a little. I need to know a little something about your background. I can't just go in there blindsided.
I feel like if I'm feeling someone that's got.
So how do you like go if you start dating a woman and shit, like how do you go about figuring out if you don't know if she's
I'm doing my research no matter what. Shoot, there's a lot of ways to do that research,
You
man.
talking about just the city?
I mean, you could honestly before I don't want to cut you off, but sometimes look, if once you
He said just the city.
once you
What is going on outside the
Look.
city?
I'm gonna say one thing. Usually, you can kind of tell a lot of traits about a woman. Like after you kind of been around women for a while, you can kind of see
herself.
how she moves and how she acts. That if she has, not always, but you can kind of get a feel like, oh, she's a little. Not the first month, but at least 3 months in, you been around her a lot. You should kind of see how her phone calls come in. You gotta
vice
see how she
versa,
moves
guy
her
or
phone.
girl. You can
You
look
should see
at
how she
somebody
talks.
like,
She,
that's an
you see how she
everything-ass
moves.
person.
You know what I'm saying? If she's so like sneaky all the time, or like just
anything.
weird. You know what I'm saying? With it, you like, nah, this girl got something else going on. Like while you're after 3 months, that phone call should be lowering down a little bit. The phone shouldn't be ringing as much. Shouldn't be 3 o'clock morning texts all. That stuff should be dying down. In the beginning, it's gonna happen. It's cool, but if you really y'all moving forward and y'all really going out dating on a regular basis, both sides should be moving down a little bit because you should be spending more time with that one person. Where everybody else should be kind of dwindling off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be on you.
At what part of the relationship do you feel like it's the right moment to ask that?
Ask what?
What's your body count?
I would never just ask what your body count is. I would gradually have conversations that talk about just our lives, our future, and just kind of fill you out eventually. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I might not just say, what's your body count? 'Cause like you said, you can always lie about that. I can kind of get a feel if you sexual. If we very sexual on a regular basis, most likely you having sex. I'm just being real. If I know we fuck we have sex multiple times a day on a regular basis, 5 days a week. I know it didn't start with me. I know it.
But I'm gonna keep it 100. I live in a world where
And she's very freaky.
where it's
She's
like,
probably had.
I don't
I'm just
care
being real. She
what
probably has some.
If you bad, of course you.
What? What? Hold on. What? Say that again.
If you bad, you get approached more than a regular female. So
Okay, I agree with that part.
If you in a certain bracket, everybody's having sex. Everybody's doing
No,
this.
you
But
have
it's
to
the connection you have with that person. So I wouldn't really care.
I do.
I'm gonna care to a certain degree.
Right.
But I'm gonna expect you to have lived that life because that's what I'm. If I'm not even gonna holler.
So you say, all right, let's give you an example. So you're saying if you met a girl as a dancer, just hypothetically, and she said her body count was 100, would you be like, you think, now, and I'm not trying to blanket code dancers, I'm asking him a direct question. So would you think, just because she's a dancer, you're thinking that you kind of figured that she would have had 100 bodies or more? He said that's low. He trying to say 250.
No, I'm a whole lifetime. Like 100 this year.
He said 100 a year. Whoa.
Wait a minute. Wait.
That's
We're about
crucial.
to do that. For one, there are some women out here that really respect themselves that have less than 100 men that they didn't slept with.
No, I believe that.
But you just put a title to it and you just said,
He said
she
dancers.
was a dancer.
Right.
I'm assuming.
I asked him a question. I asked the question. I asked the question.
If you're gonna label someone, for example, I know there are some dancers that probably only slept with
a couple
men, right? But I'm just saying, I'm just using this as an example.
Body counts is crazy.
A dancer compared to someone that's like in dental school or that work at a fast food might have more than a body count than a dancer. But everybody in the world look at dancers like, oh, I know her body count high because of what she's doing. But I'm just saying, like, some people can't really say that, and some people can't really be like, oh, I know. You can't just look at a female and be like, I know she experienced. The only way you will know that a woman is experienced is if you have sex with that woman and just
let me ask you a question.
Like, you can really tell.
Northeast. Let me ask you a question, Northeast. Hold on. Let me ask you a real question. Truth is real, honestly. But do you think if we had a numbers game here and we had to deal with, like, do you think a lot of dancers have had a higher body count? Not saying all, but do you think it's mostly, or you think it's less? Your honest opinion.
My honest opinion.
Your honest opinion.
I'm gonna say less. Like, I don't judge nobody.
Right, there's no judgment here.
I have to really know that person.
There's no judgment.
I'm sorry.
And the reason why I say that because they have more opportunity. They have more opportunity, right?
I her like a real woman and be like,
they have more opportunity to do these things.
You got too many bodies, but
because a regular woman doesn't always have as many opportunities to even have that experience. So I'm just asking that question, not saying it's right or wrong. I don't know the facts. I don't know. Hold on. I'm not saying that's two different things. I'm not saying the regular woman can't have a higher body count. But what I'm saying, do you feel that some dancers may be more inclined to have that because they're in a sexual world? It's like if you're a porno star. Do you think porno stars have less body counts than the average person? Let's keep it real. A lot of dancers do porn. They do OnlyFans. They're not that far off other than doing stuff live on camera. Not all dancers. We're never going to say that. But are you trying to tell me that if you're in a sexual created environment, there's not most people in there having a lot more sex than the average person who's not in a sexual created environment? Do we think that? I don't know. I don't have the facts. I'm just asking the question.
I don't think that. But if I know that you a porn star and you label yourself like that and you out here flaunting, if you out here flaunting it, like, yeah, I'm a porn star and I see you on Pornhub or something.
I give it.
Yeah,
so what about OnlyFans? What's OnlyFans? Is OnlyFans considered porn? Is OnlyFans considered porn?
No, I have an OnlyFans.
No, I'm talking about. All right, if you're OnlyFans doing something sexually explicit, is that considered porn? Let's be real. Because what's the difference between someone going to OnlyFans, seeing a woman masturbate?
It's
no, if you see a woman masturbate on OnlyFans, what's the difference between going to Pornhub?
That's not a body.
No, I'm talking about porn as be considered a porn star. When she said that if you think you're a porn star, you might be more inclined to have more bodies. So if a woman is a dancer and she's doing OnlyFans, and I'm talking about not showing her feet, not just smiling, not just standing up, but
I feel like you digging into my life right now.
Every girl be like, I gotta show my feet all day. I'm like,
definitely
okay,
show my feet.
You show your feet or your calf or what else? But I'm gonna let. What do women think? Hold on, you got something to say real quick?
Yeah, I was gonna say I just feel like what Louis said. Like, it's regular girls with way more bodies than dancers and shit. But just being a dancer, just come with that stigma. You just get looked at like that because that's your job.
That's your world.
Sex, the main reason I say that because you take the demographic of dancers.
Mm-hmm.
That is small compared to the demographic of women.
Right.
So I know more women that's out here than some dancers. I know they really.
Nah, for real, but that stigma just come with being a dancer.
The demographic is so small compared to the rest of the women in the world that I already know, like, they got way more bodies than dancers.
Right.
They probably got way more.
And they ain't making no money off of it.
Yeah, but the mind of an exotic dancer, most of those girls, if they are giving up the pussy, they are benefiting from it. Most of them regular, they are giving it up for free, and they mess with multiple guys, back to back.
Okay, now,
so
all right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't judge a person by their occupation.
Okay.
But some of them, I'm not gonna lie, some of them do have multiple bodies, like literally.
Yeah, they do,
like,
but some of them, don't.
At the end of the day, who's winning though? They got multiple bodies, but they getting shit out of it.
The one who get money.
But
benefiting off it. Like I said, again, they look at it as in like
open legs, you just get STDs.
Look, I can put you
I think the girl who gives it up for free probably has more body counts than the average dancer.
Free hit.
Exactly.
That's my thing, because you already
So the freebies just buying counting it up.
Free STDs, free everything.
You over here falling in love and just fucking the next nigga.
So we're gonna come to the conclusion. It don't make a difference what your occupation is. It's about the person, right?
Yeah, it's about the person.
You know, some people just freaks. You know, it don't matter what your job is. I know a lot of nurses are freaks. It's some nurses. It's a lot of nurses that are freaks. I don't know what it is about that profession. Nurses, I don't know. Nurses are like very freaky.
This Joyce out of town flying in.
Yeah.
From what, nurses? Yeah, why are nurses so freaky? That's interesting. I want to have a podcast with some nurses and ask y'all what makes y'all. I know some nurses who dance and everything.
What they call them?
They got medication.
Nah, they like.
They got all the pills, right?
Paid for. Whole family, married, whole family, still gonna fly out just to go back home.
Damn. I wouldn't do it particularly because I don't want that many souls.
I'm talking personal. Like I know these. Like I know this happens.
Go Northeast.
If they doing that, it's boring at home.
No, that's because it might be good somewhere else.
Some of them are just
But
freaks.
I'm just saying,
man.
for them to fly out and
From anywhere,
you know, have sex with other people outside. Like, for example, if you're married, got kids at home, got a whole family at home, you flying out to have fun, whatever, it's boring. It's boring at home.
That's what the husbands don't be knowing, that they got this whole other life.
Men do it, but men do it too, though. Like, men do it too.
A dancer is making your fantasy life, and he getting paid for it. But a female, she just, I want this, but I'm living like this, but I gotta. I'm a rapper, so things are different.
We changed the topic a lot. I didn't even find out. Did you say bodies matter? It don't matter. I don't even what did you say? Because we didn't even ask the woman, do bodies matter for you? Or is there a number for a man? I mean, the man say he has 30, 50 bodies on him. Does that matter?
It doesn't matter to me.
100 bodies?
Like the reason
200,
why I
300?
say, what's my body count?
No, I'm asking you. No.
I'm about to say.
If you want to, do tell. We're interested to find that out now.
Honestly, I really do not care.
Right.
Like, if I'm dating somebody, that's not the first thing I'm gonna ask.
Right.
Like, if I like you, I like you. Eventually, down the line, it's gonna get to it. There are men that I met that literally asked me off bat, and I'm like, that's a conversation that we gotta have right now. Like, you're not for me.
Right.
Like, I feel like I'm a grown woman. You should be a grown man. To me, that's childish.
Right.
Like, that's something I would do when I'm 16 years old. Like, what's your body count? How many girls you slept with in high school?
Right.
I'm not about to do that.
Yeah.
Like, long as if I take you out or you take me out and we in the same city, long as nobody don't come up to me and be like, oh yeah, he was down here in Southeast getting around, or she was down here in Northwest and all this.
Northeast.
We not about to do that, because then I'ma already know.
But if it's before they met you,
I don't care. But
Oh, so
but listen, no. But I have personal. But listen,
if you walk into somebody, be like, oh yeah, I know you're a man. You might feel some type of way about that. And it was before you.
I mean, if it was before me, I don't care. Like, why you come? It's no such thing as coming to another woman about anything, and I don't appreciate women that goes to other women about a man. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do it.
It's not your man.
But
Yeah, that's a good answer.
For
I like
example, I did deal
like
with
that
somebody.
answer. Check your man, right?
That
Thank you.
was
Tell her.
like a known whore. We're gonna
Right.
put it out there, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, well, I heard about you. I'm not gonna tell him I heard about it, but I did my research. Like you said, everybody do their research. Everybody does that.
Right.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure you do.
I'm gonna
do
do my
your
research.
too.
I ain't
But
just playing that.
I did my research.
I'm not playing
on
that
the
magic
person,
card game.
and we was already like 6 months in. Like, we was already 6 months in the relationship. I'm like, dang, I really
Right.
fell in love with a whore. like
I've had it happen.
But then, you know what? I was like, you know what? That was before me. I really believe when you with somebody, just enjoy your time with them, and that's it. I'm not asking no questions. I don't want to find out anything. Just don't bring me nothing
That's the
back.
worst thing.
I won't
Fall
bring
in
you
love with
nothing
a whore.
back.
God
Like, we leave it
damn.
like that. Like, yeah, make sure you got Medicaid or Medicare. I don't care.
What you want? You want to fall over whore? Well, body counts. You missed it. We were talking about it earlier. John said he don't really care, but he said if you say it to him in his face, you might make him start thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? But he said he's not going to dig into asking that question. What did you say? You don't.
If I love you, I love you. And what you did.
He said so. If you had 1,000 bodies, he loves you. He don't care. It doesn't matter.
If somebody feeling you, of course they got bodies, but every grown up got bodies.
Yeah.
So have you ever fell in love with a hoe?
We all.
Oh, goodness.
Give him the microphone. Give him the microphone. Give him the microphone.
I don't know.
I know what they did to me.
You found out after the fact, though. You fell in love with it after the fact. You like, God.
I don't fall in love over sex. Yeah.
I didn't say you was sex. I said if you ever fell in love with a hoe. Huh?
I'm not gonna judge. That's a moment in time, but
He'll never answer the question directly. He never answers the question directly. I didn't say you fell in love because of sex. I said you ever fell in love with a hoe, or and realized after that she was you fell in love first, and then later on you like, God.
I haven't. I'm gonna keep it on.
So you got a good pick.
Yeah,
Good pick. What about you, Johnny? You ever met a girl and then later down the line you like, God damn it, but it's too late because your emotions in it, huh? Everybody has. Come on, man.
I love them.
You acting too perfect. You try to act like every girl you met was innocent.
No, what I'm saying is a difference in love.
Man, it happens, dog. It happens.
No, I know better than to be in love with her.
Well, I don't mean in look when I say in love, man, I don't mean like in love, like oh my. I'm just saying you fell for her, you liked her, I don't mean you gotta be. Yeah, like I'm talking about to marry. I don't mean you about to marry the damn girl.
But I already checked that. Well, we can't do that.
What?
But I still love you as a human and still whatever.
You never had emotions for a girl. You telling me you never had emotions for a girl, and then later on in the line you found out some.
Yes, and that's what.
But you had emotions already.
And that's when we clarify our relationship.
Did you move forward with it, or did you end it?
I'm gonna end it, but I'm not gonna move past you. I'm not gonna leave that. I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm always be here for you. Like,
but you a hoe. You was a hoe. You was a hoe.
And dip out, and then dip back in.
Hold on, give Greg the mic. Give Greg the mic real quick. What do you guys say? Go ahead, Greg. What you guys say, Greg? Hold on. Pause.
All right, let me put a caveat on that.
Go ahead.
Okay, say you find out or whatever that she's a hoe, whatever the case may be. I think just my 2 cents. Yes, I probably done dealt with females who might have been out there a lot, but my loyalty to them, I'm going to cheat. Right. Because I'm going to use that as an excuse for cheating.
Right.
You can still love them.
I'm going to still love you, but
no, it ain't no faithfulness to it no more.
That 100%.
Right.
I don't love nobody 100%. That 90%, at least 90%. Like, if I see somebody that's like, I'm going to probably try my hand and. Because of that, because of her past, I'm gonna be like, well, shit, she out there, so
she's never gonna change.
She's probably gonna do it.
She's never gonna change.
So I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Compare to somebody who might be like a little bit less body count or more. You know, I'm probably gonna be more.
You're not gonna put as much energy into that no more. You kind of say, I know what it is. Let me treat it what it was, and keep it moving. But what happened if you really were emotionally attached to her, and it wasn't that easy to just be like switch off like that? Like y'all kind of, even though she is what she is, y'all spend a lot of y'all
That's why we have other females to keep our
attention.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
all right. He said 10. Nah, I ain't doing tender. That'll work. That'll work over here for me. You might find some more tender that you never wanted to look for.
What's that guy's name? That one that looks all the girls. Asked him for 50K and all this crazy stuff.
You know what they say about tender. Hold on, slow down. Go ahead.
Give y'all an example. Like North was saying, basically, okay, you dating somebody, you end up finding out later on that they're a whore or they had came and told you, but think about when you go out with them and then you end up seeing a person they had sex with.
Man.
That's when you start to get the argument.
Man.
Like you can't.
You can't go no club. Every club you go to.
Yeah.
Like God. Man.
I don't really like. I had a.
You at home girl. Keep you at home.
I had a situation where he tried to tell me beforehand, but then when I start seeing the females he messed with, then I got.
Then you see them.
That's my thing.
Then you see them busted Jones. You be like, God, you don't even have no morals.
Look at this girl. All of these,
right.
You have no standards.
That's big on me. Your track record and who you're fucking.
Yeah, track record can't be too.
That track, I go by the track record, not the body count. That's my thing. Your past is your past. Yeah. But if I go back and I start coming across the girls you've been messing with, and
that's a bad look.
That's gonna turn
all them
me
girls
on
at STDs.
I want nothing to do with you.
That's good for me.
Then that's good. Like I said, your past is your past. I have no issue with that. Right?
No, I can't do it.
Yeah, we all local. We all
people talk too much.
All right, well, look, before we get deeper into this, I want to give it a 10-minute break. I'm gonna give a 10-minute break real quick and take a break because I got some better topics to get into. Because this was good though. This was a good one. But we're gonna take a 10-minute break and we'll be right back, guys. See y'all in 10 minutes. All right.